Hello. Today I want to show you how to quick and easily transfer your old VHS tapes to DVD. First of all, you will need a VHS DVD combo recorder. Now these are very common. They're in most retail stores. There's various brands of them and they're quite similar, or they're all available online. Now what you do want to make sure is that if you go into a retail store and you see one of these that has a place for VHS tapes and a place for DVDs, that it says recorder, because you might find one in there that's just a player and it might look very similar to it. So you don't want to get just a player. You have to have a VHS DVD combo recorder. Now, all the recording is done inside the machine, so you don't have to worry about wiring it up to do the recording. It's all done inside the machine. But you will need to send an output signal to your TV, or you can use a small TV like this. You can use a big flat screen TV. Most of the combo recorders have outputs that will work in it. We're going to use a simple, what they call a line out with RCA wires, and we will hook the wires into the output. Now you'll have to be sure that you're hooking the wires into the output because there's a lot of connections on the back. So you'll find audio out and video out. Now these are color coded, so that makes it simple. It will match. So you plug in the yellow, which will be the video signal, and your right and left audio. Now again, remember, you're not hooking up the wires that are going to make this transfer. You're just hooking up to your TV so that you can see what the picture's going to look and what the prompts that it will tell you when you're doing the recording. Okay, so in this case we're going to hook up to a small TV, and we're going to hook up in the front here. We have a video, and in this case we've only got one audio connection, but that's okay again. Just so that we know that the audio is recording, we can turn it up and down. It won't have any effect on what's being recorded in the recorder. Okay, so we'll turn on the VCR combo machine and turn on the TV. Now in many cases you may have to select the input by just pushing on the control to input, so that you have the input which would be the signal from the combo recorder. Okay, now you'll need one of your older tapes. Now this is a VHS tape that our family had recorded, it looked like in the 90s. Now what I've found, it hasn't been rewound, so what you'll need to do is, number one, if it has the security tab that keeps it from being recorded over, you need to pull that security tab out, break it off, so that there's no danger of you hitting a button anytime and recording over something that you don't want to. Then I simply place the VHS tape in the machine and rewind the tape. Okay, put it in and rewind the tape, and you'll see it start the counter. As soon as it sees picture, will start counting down in numbers, and they're going to be minus in this case. Now what we're going to do is we're going to rewind this tape all the way to the beginning, and then we're going to fast forward it to the end. Now the reason why we need to do that is because simply we don't know how long the tape is. Is it a 2-hour tape? Was it a 3-hour, a 4-hour, a 6-hour? And they even made some 8-hour tapes. And the DVDs currently, now these machines and most any machine you buy will record on DVD at different speeds. There's standard play, there's LP play, and there's extended. Now standard play there is the quality that most people would want. Long play, the quality goes down very slightly, and I don't have any hesitation on recording into long play. Extended play I would not record in. Generally, of course, your standard play is 2 hours, and your long play is generally 4 hours. And some machines vary. Some may have some 2.5-hour increments or even 3-hour increments, but just don't go to extended play to record. When we've rewound the tape all the way to the beginning, we need to hit the clear button on the controller, which will set the counter to all zeros. Then we'll want to fast forward it to the end of the tape. Now this seems like an extra effort, but believe me, it has saved me, learning this step has saved me a lot of headaches in not knowing when this is going to end, and the disc run out of space, and then you've got to start all over, or if you want the whole program intact, or you've got to just put another disc in it at the very least. But if you know what you're starting with, then you can set your record time to match what's on the tape. That means your DVD will have everything that's on that tape on that DVD. Okay, the counter has stopped at 2 hours and 56 seconds. So we know we have, give or take 56 seconds, a 2-hour tape. And most combo recorders will even at the 2-hour speed, will allow another minute or two. So we're in good shape to record at standard play speed for the DVD. Now what we need to do, and this sounds like it's a nuisance in a way, but we're going to need to rewind the tape back again to 0, and then we're ready to start the transfer. Now that the tape has rewound all the way to beginning and the counter is set to 0, 0, 0, 0, then we know now that we have a 2-hour and 56-second tape, videotape, which will fit onto a 2-hour DVD, because all my experience has shown that they'll record a minute or 2 or up to 3 minutes over. So we're in good shape there. Now if it had gone to 10 minutes over, then we would need to change the record speed to get that all on one DVD. Now what we need to do is, since we know we have a 2-hour tape, we'll take the controller for the VCR and we'll set the record mode. It's been in the VCR mode. It's actually switched to the VCR mode as soon as you put the VHS tape in, and it rewounds it several times. Now we need to switch the combo unit into the DVD mode, which is either on your controller here or on the button right on the front. So, and it says VCR, the little light beside it. Now it's gone to the DVD mode. Now in the DVD mode, we set the record speed. What we have to do is, in the DVD mode, we put the DVD, and you will need a blank DVD. A DVD plus R or minus R will work in most DVD combo recorder units. Okay, we'll put that in the DVD side and let the DVD recorder recognize the DVD, and you will see it's loading, and it will tell you, you'll give you a signal when it's through loading and actually ready to record on. We're going to take the remote control and set the record time that this DVD will record on, and we point it at the DVD combo unit, and we have a HD mode or a HQ mode, which is high quality. Then we also have an SP mode, which is the standard play mode, the standard record mode. We have an SP 2.5 hour mode. We have an LP mode 3 hours. We have an EP mode 4 hours, and we have a super long play mode, which is 6 hours, which I do not recommend. Okay, we're going to set this to the SP mode. Now all we do is we'll switch back to the VCR. We switch back to the VCR, either on the control unit or on the machine. We just hit the button on the machine. Now you need to play your tape until you see a picture on the screen. Hit stop. So you are ready right now to do your recording. Then you just hit the button that says dubbing. Dubbing. Now most of these controllers will have a record button and a dubbing button. You don't want to hit just a record button, because it thinks it just wants to record and it wants to know what the source is. But if you're dubbing, it will know that it's dubbing, it's recording from the VCR tape to the DVD. So we'll go ahead and hit the dubbing button, and it will start to record. Well, now you have 2 hours to record. It will stop automatically at the end because the DVD will be full and your tape will be finished. And then you'll be ready for the next step. And we're going to just go ahead and let it record, and we'll come back for the next step. After your DVD recording is complete, you'll see a screen like this. You would be able to play the DVD on the machine it's recorded on from this point. However, this is the biggest mistake that most people make. People will play this DVD at this point, and it will look perfect. It will play perfectly on this machine. But they do not realize they have not finalized the DVD. And the only time they realize it is when they take it to play on a different machine, and it will not play. So what you need to do at this point is to finalize the DVD. It's just a couple of steps. You need to go into the setup menu, and you need to scroll down to, in this case, on this machine, it'll say Edit Disk. And it will then say, we'll scroll down to the word Finalize, and then we'll scroll to Yes. Yes, and that completes the process. So after you have gone through the finalizing phase of preparing your DVD, it is now ready to be played on any DVD player and it should play on any player there is.